Alrighty, this is the fabled whiteboard video. I don't know how to set goals. I just don't. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, right? Let's figure it out. How do we set goals, right? I want to be a YouTuber, right? Content creator. So, realistically, if I'm thinking, this is kind of like a brainstorm with me session to see the behind the scenes because I have not really seen anybody. They just come to you with the answer, but they don't really show the struggle behind that, right? So, to become a YouTuber, I probably need to think about my sub count, right? Which would be okay. I have the first goal in mind. So this called this the goal setting area slash criteria, right? So let's do goals, right? Goals. First one, I want to be partnered because if I want to go YouTube or let's see, overall goal, okay? The big picture is to do YouTube full time, right? So that's the big picture. That's the dream, the ambition to be able to pivot from my current career to becoming a YouTuber full time, right? First thing I'd need to do is probably get into the creator partner program. Okay, that's like first step to basically getting monetized, right? So I would say getting monetized, right? Getting monetized. Now, the way to get monetized is now, I guess we have to drill this down more. This is really awful looking, I know, but it helps me think a lot. It would be to first identify what type of content I want to make. And when I talked to you guys in the last video, right, it's sort of the type of content I want to make would be split into three categories, which was gaming, anime TV shows, anime slash TV, right? And then, damn, what was my third one? Oh, board games. I'll add this category, so I'll put manga also there. So these are my three categories of topics that I would like to sort of do, right? It's what I'm passionate about. It's what I really love doing, right? So, yeah, so that's the three things I want to talk about. Now, this doesn't really relate to getting monetized, I realized. This is just the type of content I want to do. I rewrote it a little bit. So, my goal would be to get monetized in order to be able to do YouTube full time, right? So, I have to think about now, this is the things that are coming off the top of my head, would be types of content. What am I going to do, right? So, games, like video games, anime, manga, board games, maybe life advice when it comes to career. That could be another type of content I could make. That could be a thought there. Second thing I probably need to think about in order to get monetized and make good content in general, which would be, hold on, this would probably be under, so make good content, right? Because content that is good and that I'm passionate about. I should also put that up there. So we'll put passion. Forgive my terrible handwriting. I know I don't. Is this even legible? Just take my words for it. Oh, I broke my. That. Very cool. Awesome. Anyway, type of content: games, anime, manga slash manga, Board games, life advice. If I can think of something else, I'll probably write it and come back on that point. Titles and thumbnails need to be on point. If anything, these are probably the most important thing, right? Which is essentially thinking about what essentially it kind of ties into the type of content, but even before the type of content, can I think of the title and how the thumbnail would look like? I think that that is really important. Then I can build my video around that, right? Because if I film the video and then I find out like, oh wow, I can't really make some good title or good thumbnail on this, then it won't stick, right? Another thing is, let's say, front loading slash intro. So I need to front load a lot of the editing, make it very flashy and cool at the beginning, and make the intro really strong to my videos, right? So this video probably doesn't have a good intro at all. And I mean, each YouTube person has their own style. I'm not an intro type of person. I will experiment with content and see where it takes me. But yeah, I think maybe these are kind of like the pillars of getting monetized. Oh, I forgot. This is something I will consider based on my financial situation, would be getting an editor, like a professional editor who already has a lot of experience, right? Making videos. I don't have that experience, like at all. So in order to make content that's good and watchable, you need to have some nice editing. Not necessarily like, you know, there's like the hyper edited videos of a lot of jump cutting and stuff. Not about that. It's about trying to be kind of simple with it. Currently, I'm trying something called, and I'm recording this on something called Descript, which is a sort of like AI powered sort of mix editing software that maybe could work. Maybe I can do all the editing myself. But ideally, I would like to get, and I think this is a very, very important thing, finding a good editor to edit my content. That kind of gets my humor, which is very sarcastic, very self-deprecating, very edgy, dark. It can happen. Sometimes I don't, as much as I don't like to admit it, my humor can also be perceived as not politically correct, you could say, right? So I need to find someone who kind of gets that and maybe can filter some things that I say that are not very PG, sort of to say, right? If I just swear like 1,000 times in a video, it's not really good for monetization, right? So I need to keep things not necessarily PG, I would say like not too out there, if you get what I mean. Like within the TOS, within the community guidelines and stuff like that. So this is the first goal. Let's move on to the second section of my goals, right? Which is how many. So I guess that this is not really the best way to write goals, in my opinion. It's my first time, I think. It's kind of like all over the place. But we'll figure it out as we go, right? So let's say, okay, we have getting monetized, right? Which was the big one here. Getting monetized. Second one would be put a tangible sub count goal, right? So sub count, which would be probably 1,000 subs, right? Within, so 1,000 subs within this year. Let's say within this year. So by the end of, let's say end of 2025, my goal will be to hit 1,000 subs, which will in turn allow me to get monetized. Can I do it faster, shorter? I don't know. Is this something realistic? Am I being too ambitious or am I being too timid? I don't know, right? I have no clue if I'm being too ambitious or too timid, but we'll figure it out, dude. Okay, so that's my second goal. That's kind of all, like, it's just one main goal, right? Which is getting monetized so I could become a YouTuber full time, right? So let's call this, I have an idea. Let's call this the YouTuber short term goals. We got it. So this is my short term goals, okay? Short to medium term goals, let's say, which is this actually kind of falls into long term. So let's do it like this, right? I will erase all of this. Try it like this. See, guys, goal setting is not easy. People might just think like, oh, set your goals, and it's not. It's confusing, So let's go. Short term goals, which is to get monetized by the end of the year. To get monetized, I need to figure out the type of content I want to do, which I kind of have nailed. Now I have to drill down into these, right? Maybe I might do another video thinking about or drilling down more into each category and seeing types of games or types of content I can make regarding those things, right? I'm kind of journaling my journey, and then I'll be uploading videos in between. So I don't know if the YouTube algorithm will like that or no. And maybe I should split up into different channels. But we're here, we're figuring things out, right? I'm also left-handed. I know people will ask, so yes, I am left-handed. Okay. Short-term goals. Sub count. No revenue. We're just going to ignore revenue for now because I'm not going to be earning anything while doing this, right? Is there anything else am I forgetting? If I have an editor, if I have the type of content nailed down, if I kind of have a general idea of what the thumbnail and the videos will look like, then that's about it, right? There's not much more that I can think of. Yeah, that sounds about right. So, short-term goals. Awesome. Now we move on to our long-term goals, right? Long-term goals, which is, and this is kind of like a lifelong one. I'm just going to write it down. I don't know if it falls into short or this is maybe like a soft skill that just spans from short to long, right? Which is getting comfortable on camera, right? Getting really comfortable on the camera, being able to talk very confidently, more than I am now. I feel like I could do more, right? Oh, you can always do more, and I know you should be grateful in the moment and stuff, but I could maybe say honing my craft. Maybe that's a better word. Let's try honing my craft. Whatever it will be. We don't know yet, right? I could have 2 channels, 3 channels, a faceless channel, no clue, but we're gonna figure it out. Second thing will probably be my very big goal, probably, would be 1 million subs, right? Let's do this. 100,000 subs first. So, 100K subs within 2 to 3 years of doing this. Okay? 2 to 3 years. Let's make it more tangible. Let me just check the calendar real quick. So, by end of 2027. So 2 years. Maybe I'm being too ambitious. I don't know. Let me not be too ambitious here, right? By end of 2028, obviously this is long term. We're thinking far, right? Years from now. I want to be at 100K subs. Collaboration goals. This is a big one that I really want, because another big reason I wanted to start this is almost having a like-minded community of people, expanding my friend group to be able to play games that I enjoy with them, right? And to be able to share like that, sort of have that kind of community
where everybody kind of understands me in a way. How do I explain this better? Maybe almost like creating a or meeting these people to expand my social circle, right? And to get out of my comfort zone. That's a big one. And in turn, the reason to do that is not to get more clout or whatever, this and that, but just to meet new people who could potentially be my friends, right? Now I know that there's a lot of people who make content for the sake of doing content, right? I hope that I don't end up that way. I really don't know. And if I do end up that way in the future, I want you guys to send me this video again and let me know, like show it to me again that, hey, Shadow, you strayed off the path, right? This is what you say you're going to do. You kind of changed your mind and you kind of... So collaboration in the sake of making friends, making good content, I would say, and for the sake of essentially joining a community where either streamers or YouTubers, whatever, right, like-minded people that would enjoy to do the things that I do, right? It's a very long way of saying that I just want more friends, I guess. So collaboration goals. Collaboration. Or dream. Let's put it in brackets. Dream collabs. Right. So this is my dream collabs. Wow, that is terrible handwriting. It's more legible now. Dream collaborations. I would say. Number one. I would love in the future to be able to interact with these guys, and I say guys because it's a group of people, would be Trash Taste. Right? Trash Taste. Garn, Joey, Connor, Sea-Dog VA, Anime Man, Giguk. These three. My number one, because I have a lot of anime opinions to give, even though they're not really an anime podcast anymore. My God, sometimes I just need to be in that room and I gotta defend Dragon Ball. If you guys didn't know, you don't know because you don't know me. I'm a huge Dragon Ball fan and they keep shitting on Dragon Ball, and I swear to God, I need to defend that show because it keeps getting dogged on. And it's disrespectful. Okay? So, Trash Taste. Second one I'm thinking of. Someone that I've recently come to admire a lot in terms of her work and the way that she's really dealt with difficult things. And all of you gonna expect me to say Iron Mouse. Iron Mouse kind of falls in this category, right? Iron Mouse. Like, this whole group, if you get what I mean. And when I say collaboration, dream collaborations, these, like, this people and their extended, if you get what I mean. It would be Sweet Anita. Sweet Anita. On Twitch. The girl with the Tourette's. She seems like a very lovely person. I don't know her, obviously. I can't say yes she is, yes no she's not. She seems like a very lovely person. And I feel like I would love to be able to collab with her and just have a conversation, because I feel like it would be generally very chill. Maybe also deep in terms of the conversational topics. I think it would be really, really great and really fun. Next person. If I want to think about people to collab with, this is another big one. I would love to at least just have one collab with them. And I showed this person in my original video that I uploaded last time, which is as they call themselves now, it's kind of there. Not 100% sure. You know, the Quad, as they call themselves now, which is Nano, Sauce, Slay, Iron, Kane. I am a Dragon Ball lover. I watch their content on the daily. Obviously, they have the Quad. They have already said that they don't want to expand more than that, right? But just to drop in here and there, I feel like, especially Sauce Man, would be really fun to just hang out with. I feel like I'm 5'8", 5'9", so just to see him like tower over me would be really funny too. But anyway, so that's that goal. I sound like such a fanboy right now. I'm saying like dream collaborations, but it's kind of what I want to do, right, in the future. Those are part of my goals, my collaboration goals, dream collabs, right? Another one would be a VTuber, Calliope. I don't know how to spell her name. Calliope. That's good. That would be really fun. I don't know if it's allowed. I don't know how the rules are with VTube collabs, but I would love to collab with her one day. She plays Souls games. I love Souls games. So, speaking about Souls games, people to collab with. Gino. Do you know? I forgot his full YouTube name. But Gino, the guy who does really crazy speed runs and is just absolutely cracked. I feel like it'd be really funny to see someone who's really garbage at the game and then someone who's really good at the game kind of like have a race or something, but they can give me like a severe handicap or something to try to compete. I don't know. That could be a really fun video idea there. I don't know. We'll see. Next person in my collab dream. Thinking thoughts. This is all coming to me in real time. There might be more, right? Huh. Oh, I just remembered someone. I did say I'm gonna alternate female and male, so I might have to break that rule because I completely can't remember any other things right now. Okay. Ignore that thing I said earlier. I'm just gonna write down people. Chaga Conroy. Chaga Conroy. I've been watching Chaga Conroy since I was... So I'm currently 26 years old. I've been watching Chaga Conroy since I was 10 years old. Yeah, 10 years old. So when he released his Super Mario Sunshine Let's Play, that's when I've been watching Chaga Conroy, and I've been consistent over all the years. This man... Okay, you can't really... I just realized you can't really see it that well. There you go. This man would be an absolute dream for me to collab with, interact with, somehow, some way. I don't know. I would love to just meet him, to be honest. Trying to remember if there's anything more right now that's in my head. Any other collab partners? Thing is, there's so many. I'm not gonna lie, like there's genuinely so many that I would love to collab with that it depends on the day too. It's just all over the place, right? But these are the ones that have come to my mind right now. As you can tell, most of them are anime, video games type people, right? Who enjoy anime, video games, board games, actually. Hold on. Pro ZD. And mainly, not because of necessarily wanting to make content with him. I just want to play board games with him. He got me into them. So I would just love to just have a chat, sit with them and just see, right? I would say another collab goal of mine, because she's from the Middle East region originally, well, Middle East and Africa region. Pokimane. Pokimane. Now you're looking at me being like, wow, dude, shock, bro. Biggest streamer on the planet. Like, why would you want to collab with her? Like, everybody wants to collab with her. I mean, yeah, you're kind of right. But I don't know. I feel like it would just be fun. Sometimes I don't necessarily have a necessary reason. I just feel like it would be fun to collab with them. Maybe our personalities would match. Just at least to give it a try, right? And these are not exclusive, obviously, to who I want to collab with. Like, at the end of the day, I'm someone that believes that the more you, like, kind of like the Mr. Beast route where he's collabing with everyone randomly, right? I would like to just collab with them and have a good time. Just play some video games. That's it. Not much more than that, to be honest. So yeah, those are my dream collabs for now. This list will stay. It'll probably get added upon in the future. I will keep this one whiteboard. It's gonna be to the side in my like curtain area. And if I do them, I'll come back later, right? And I'll start scratching stuff. And then I'll scratch it off. We're gonna record it in the video, and then get to the next goal. That will be it, I think. So yeah, that's kind of the whiteboard video. Thank you guys for watching. I know that starting off anything can be really scary. Like, it can be extremely scary. As I don't know why I'm trying to downplay it. I'm scared making these videos, right? It's not easy. It's not something that's... It's almost like a... I know it's going to be a game of patience. It's going to be a game of sticking to it, persevering. So many videos of just low views and whatever and this and that. But I feel like it's kind of to prove a point to you guys and to prove it to myself that it is possible. And I want to document what I'm doing to get there, right? It's not necessarily like, haha, guys, look, I'm a YouTuber, I'm professional, I got everything figured out. No, right? I'm coming to space with zero literacy. I've just been watching YouTube for a long time. And I kind of just want to see, is it possible? Most people think in their careers or in their lives that, okay, I studied university, and a lot of people will be happy with what they studied. Fine, totally fine by them. More power to them. But a lot of people, like myself, are not happy with the path that they've been on for a long time. So, to sort of fix that, gotta take a risk, gotta put myself out there, and I just gotta do my best. And I hope that I can reach to a stage where I become entertaining enough and someone who would help brighten up your days, essentially entertain you, right? And someone that reaches to a stage where no matter how much let's say I become successful in the future, yada yada yada, all of that stuff, someone that can stay as grounded and as real as I am now, right? Someone who will put it all out there on the table with respect, of course. A lot of people don't want to have their privacy or their inner secrets or whatever. They don't want that known because it's their competitive advantage, their unfair competitive advantage, we can say, right? But I believe that everyone should have the chance to do so and just do their best. And I feel like as long as you keep trying, keep attempting, keep doing, eventually you're gonna have that moment where a video goes viral, or if you're going to the gym consistently, you look back 6, 7 months into the gym and you'll be like, wow, I changed a lot. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed me struggling and floundering about, trying to figure out what I'm doing, please just hit a like. That's all I'm asking. Maybe subscribe. That's the only way I'm gonna get anywhere, right? Now, time to learn how to not make shit content. See you guys soon.